It's been years since anyone has seen a shark in the seaside community of Amity Island.
In the late 1980s, Universal was gearing up to take on Disney in Orlando. And their plan? A brand new theme park that would bring Hollywood movies to life like never before.
But on this 4th of July in Amity Harbor,
Amity 6, repeat that?
terror lies around every corner.
Universal Studios Florida was designed as a working film studio combined with cutting-edge attractions based on blockbuster movies. And one of the biggest names on that list? Jaws. Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg, was more than just a movie. It was a cultural phenomenon. The 1975 thriller redefined summer blockbusters and made audiences terrified of the water. So when Universal decided to build an attraction based on the film, they knew they had to capture that same tension, excitement, and of course, the fear of the unknown lurking beneath the surface. The concept for the Jaws ride was ambitious. Unlike a traditional dark ride or roller coaster, this attraction would place guests directly into the movie, casting them as boat tour passengers in the fictional town of Amity. But what really set it apart was its reliance on massive animatronic sharks, each programmed to attack the boats in thrilling, unpredictable ways. But the problem? Building an attraction of this scale was far easier said than done.
Congratulations, everybody, and we're really happy to be here in Florida, and we'll be here forever. Thank you.
On June 7th, 1990, Universal Studios Florida officially opened to the public. It was supposed to be a triumphant day, showcasing a new era of theme park attractions, but instead it became infamous for technical failures. Jaws, one of the park's headlining attractions, was at the centre of the chaos. Jaws was designed by Ride and Show Engineering, a company known for innovative, if sometimes unpredictable, ride systems. The attraction used a completely new technology, featuring a 32-foot-long animatronic shark that would emerge from the water, attack the boat, and disappear seamlessly. The problem? It barely worked. The ride's original design included multiple attack sequences, and the finale featured a shark lunging out of the water with explosive special effects. But there was a major flaw. The sharks were notoriously unreliable. Mechanical failures were constant. The sharks would misfire, remain stuck in the water, or pop up at the wrong time, sometimes not at all. And when the ride did work, the massive animatronics caused severe wear and tear on the underwater track, leading to even more malfunctions. On opening day, the Jaws ride experienced catastrophic breakdowns. Boats stalled mid-tour, animatronics malfunctioned in plain sight, and explosions failed to go off. Rumour has it Steven Spielberg himself was stuck stranded on this ride during one of its many failures. Within just a few months, Universal made the painful decision to shut the attraction down entirely for a complete overhaul. After the Disastrous launch, Universal knew they needed to start from scratch. In 1991, they brought in a new team to redesign the ride. This time they took no chances. The ride's core concept remained the same. Guests would board tour boats in Amity and be terrorised by a massive great white shark. But instead of the complicated and unreliable mechanics of the original version, the new design simplified the attack sequences while maintaining the thrill factor. The biggest changes included a brand new track and boat system that was more reliable, redesigned shark animatronics that worked on hydraulic systems instead of mechanical ones, and a reworked storyline with fewer but more effective attack sequences, ensuring each moment hit hard. The changes worked, and on October 4th, 1993, Jaws officially reopened, and this time it was a massive success. So as guests step onto the Jaws attraction, they become tourists in the seemingly peaceful town of Amity, the same setting as the classic 1975 film. The queue winds through the Amity Boat Tours dock, complete with nautical props, old fishing gear, and vintage radio broadcasts warning about the recent shark sightings, a subtle hint that all is not well in Amity's waters. Once aboard the boat, guests meet their skipper, a live actor playing a friendly but inexperienced tour guide. The journey starts smoothly, with the boat drifting through calm waters as the skipper gives a cheerful tour of Amity's landmarks. But just a few moments in, the radio crackles to life with a chilling distress call from another tour boat. Something is lurking beneath the waves. And without warning, a massive 32-foot great white shark suddenly surfaces, lunging towards the boat. The skipper panics and speeds ahead, but danger is far from over. But the most intense scene, I think, happens in the dark confines of that old boathouse. As the boat drifts inside for shelter, everything falls silent. Then out of nowhere, the shark crashes through the wooden walls. In one of the ride's most dramatic moments, the shark disappears underwater, only for its fin to reappear moments later. And the skipper, desperate to escape, accidentally steers the boat towards a leaking gas stock, just as the shark resurfaces. In an instant, the entire pier erupts into a massive explosion, sending flames shooting into the sky and engulfing the water around the boat. And just when it seems all hope is lost, the skipper spots an electrical cable in the water. With one last-ditch effort, they fire a grenade launcher, aiming it at the shark's mouth. Sparks fly, water churns, and the beast convulses as 10,000 volts surge through its body. Moments later, the lifeless shark sinks beneath the waves, and Amity is safe once again. The skipper, now a hero, guides the boat back to safety as the ride comes to an end. And the blend of live acting, practical effects, and suspenseful pacing make Jaws one of the most immersive and thrilling theme park experiences of all time. While Universal Studios Florida's Jaws attraction was probably the most famous, it wasn't the only version of the ride. In fact, Jaws had a history at multiple Universal parks across the world. And the very first Jaws ride experience actually debuted in Hollywood, not as a standalone attraction, but as part of the studio tour at Universal Studios Hollywood. Unlike the Orlando version, which was a full-blown ride, the Hollywood iteration was a single encounter during the tram tour. Guests would drive through Amity Harbour when suddenly the water would ripple and a massive great white shark would lunge out of the water. This version of Jaws is still in operation today and remains one of the tour's most iconic moments. But the closest thing to Orlando's Jaws ride still exists at Universal Studios Japan. When Universal Orlando closed its Jaws attraction in 2012, the Japan version remained untouched. Nearly identical in design, it features the same boat tour, live skippers, and terrifying shark attacks, offering fans one last place to experience this classic ride. Though Jaws has mostly disappeared from Universal theme parks, its legacy lives on. Whether through its influence on modern attractions, its references hidden throughout Universal Studios, or its ongoing presence in Hollywood and Japan, Jaws remains one of the most legendary theme park rides ever built. So what are your favourite moments of the Jaws ride? Did you ever get to experience its terrifying shark attacks? Drop down in the comments and let me know. Please also consider liking the video, it's hugely helpful to me if you do. And also, why not subscribe to the channel for more of these theme park nostalgia videos? And if these videos do interest you, why not check out this one next? And until next time, stay out of the water.
Universal is prepared with a war chest for advertising and plans to take a big bite out of the tourist trade. In Orlando, Javel Walk 44, News at 10.